Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ecstatic Dies a Lot, where there's a good chance Ecstatic's gonna die a lot today. We are going serious old school, which was on my roadmap for this season, as in my year 6. And I figured out how to do it. I ended up getting some help because it wasn't working out the way I wanted it to. With Diablo 4's new expansion dropping in a couple of months. My goal. I had wanted to do the lead up to Diablo 4 before Diablo 4. Go back and play all of these. So that the lore and everything was fresh, but I did not do that. There was a whole lot of stuff that happened that kind of made it very difficult for me to do. So, but I got it figured out. Come on. Oh no, this was working just fine yesterday. Originally, Diablo came with three classes: the warrior, the rogue, and the sorcerer. When Hellfire came out, it added the monk class, and apparently 2 other classes that were never fully realized, being the bard and the barbarian. No. I have never finished this game. I can't say that. I played it. I was playing with my now ex-husband. And we got to Diablo. Diablo killed me. And then my ex-husband killed Diablo while I was sitting there at the death screen. So, I was there when the game finished. I personally never finished it. The first time I played this game was on PlayStation, the original PlayStation. And I tell you what, at the time, I was not as into this type of game as I am now. And I had never used a PlayStation before, not really. So, I do know that to play as a spellcaster is the most difficult way to play this game, at least so I've been told. I have tried it very briefly and went, fuck that noise, because, woo. Very difficult, at least for me, and we all know my skills are shite, so do not take that as gospel. The second most difficult is the rogue, and the easiest by far, which is not saying that this game is easy, is the warrior. Now the monk, obviously fully realized again, as an actual class. And then of course these. Now some funny things about the bard. It dual wields blades. Doesn't look like it's dual wielding blades, but it's dual wielding blades. I have not looked at the barbarian at all, but I need to turn down the audio. Or not. This game is so old. So old. I've already mapped my keys. I don't know if this is going to work the way that I want it to. We'll find out. Of course, Sin's not here yet. We're already 10 minutes in. Well, 5 minutes. Hopefully he'll remember. Hopefully his real job isn't completely taking our time. So, of course, I'm going to make this probably more difficult on myself than it needs to be. We're going to go with the default name. Oh, I'm warm. It's almost 50 degrees out. I have turned off my heat. But I'm still, you know. Giant. Ian. What? I'm just gonna leave it. So, now you might be noticing I'm playing the Hellfire edition. Hellfire. This is so. This is very. I don't want to say controversial. 'Cause that's not the right word. But it is really mixed about how people feel about the Hellfire. So Hellfire was an expansion to the original Diablo. And it was given to a separate studio. And my understanding is, based on what people have said, is they literally took all the notes and shit that was handed to them and threw it out the window and decided to reimagine whatever. Now, that being said, it did add in a couple of mechanics, apparently, and it did add back in the monk class. Now, what I'm playing here is a modded game to give me the ability to use my controller. I'm not savvy when it comes to playing PC games with mouse and keyboard. I grew up on controller. This is what I use. So, we're gonna go on normal difficulty. Tristram. Right, now, I'm not sure if it's happening now. I know during January in Diablo 3 there's a darkening of Tristram. Now, when you first start the game, there are several potential scenarios that open up to start. I'm not sure of all of them.
And a fellow drinking peace? I like Pepper. He really tries, you know. Listen here, you should make sure you get to know him. Good fellow like that with people always wanting help. Hey, I guess I'd be kind of like you, hero. I was a hero too, you know. I like Pepper.
That's all he said. Also sped up the walking speed in town. Now if we go over here. Adria the Witch.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
She is where I would buy my mana potions, my scrolls if I use them. She's also where I sell my magic items. This is new.
Moo. I said moo. Look, I'm just a cow, okay? I don't have to explain myself to every tourist that walks by. Don't you have some monsters to kill? Maybe we'll talk later, if you live.
Oh my god. Okay, so here's the old chapel. Dying guy. Now this was put out, I want to say in 94 or 97.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
He's my armor guy. I have 100 gold. Oh, he's got no armor for sale currently. Premium items. Ugh.
Thank goodness you returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
Now here's Pep in the healer.
What ails you, my friend?
He's where I buy, of course, my healing potions and my potions of Rejuve. And if I need refill of life, he's the one I
Good
go to.
day. How may I serve you? Ogden and his wife have taken me and my grandmother into their home, and have even let me earn a few gold pieces by working at the inn. I owe so much to them, and hope one day to leave this place and help them start a grand hotel in the east.
Now this is new. I remember that there was no storage in the original one. And how do I know this? Because I distinctly remember offloading the stuff that was in my inventory onto the ground and then saving before I left again. Because if I died, it got left down there. So I would always leave a weapon, some really shit armor, and or just enough gold to buy some good armor when that happened. So that's new, and I'm sure that came with the Hellfire, or maybe with the mod that I've got here that gives me access to the controller and brought forward those two classes that were never implemented. Wort.
Psst, over here. Kane knows too much. He scares the life out of me, even more than that woman across the river. He keeps telling me about how lucky I am to be alive, and how my story is foretold in legend. I think he's off his crock.
Wort is basically your black arms dealer, I guess, black market dealer. It's a gamble. You don't know what he has. He doesn't even know what he has, really, or if it's something you want or need, but he charges you just to be able to look. Which I suppose, you know, being an orphan boy over there. Now, if I remember correctly, that's it. That's the entire area. The entire passable area. There it is. And I've got this little map. Ooh, and I can move my map. I do love that. So yes, that is the passable area. Now, some of the beginnings that I remember, Poisoned Well is one of them. And then there's... God damn, where is Sin when you need him?
Please, listen to me.
Oh,
The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us
This
down
is
here to
another-
find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
so... the Butcher, poisoned water supply, or the curse of King Leoric. Well, we just got the Butcher, which we are familiar with. God damn it, Sin, where are you? To see all quests, multiple playthroughs are necessary. And that was how they did it, too. So it doesn't matter which class you play as when you start. It's just, or sorry, we're not, this is not the Butcher. This is the Skeleton King. Maybe. Maybe it's the Butcher. It's either the Butcher or... probably the Butcher, because he said Butcher. So I think King Leoric became the Skeleton King. So, there are groupings of quests. And there are a total of 16 by the looks of it. That's what they said. 16 quests. I don't know, the Archbishop Lazarus. This isn't gonna be that Butcher, the Skeleton King. I don't think so. That'll be Leoric. So, technically, if I wanted, and then, of course, with the Hellfire, it has its own set of quests, too. Let's start with the Cow Nut at a much later level. So I could back out and come back in and try to get a different starting quest if I really wanted. I don't know. We're gonna play it by ear at the moment.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
So I just picked up a magic item. something else that this mod offers in the settings is the ability to auto pick up gold and like potions. There is no easy setting. There's only normal. Zombies, fallen, skeletons, scavengers, oh my. Ooh, I can level up. Ooh, we got a magic short bow. I don't have any scrolls to identify. I also don't have any scrolls of town portal. Sucker healed. I'm not sure if that's normal or not. So that may be it for this level. Ish. Clear the level. Oh. unlike, you know, today's games. Welcome in, Sin. Alright, just a bunch of things happening. So we have WW4. Wow, you can't see the building across the street. Dude, it's like 50 degrees here. It's unfucking real. It's supposed to be like 60 tomorrow. Alright, so we have not fully cleared this. Fucker. Here. Almost.
Now, where would I put this?
Oh no. That's a good call. Book, huh? There's no way I'm gonna get around that. I'm gonna have to drop something. Or a couple of somethings. A couple of somethings.
I have no room.
I know. There we go. Purifying spray. So I suppose if I were poisoned or injured, that would be something I would want. Scroll of search. Oh no, wait. That's a new spell. It's 43 then. I don't know what that is. So what I was saying is the way this is built, unlike new games, newer games, much newer games, where you have different places you can go. You can't leave Tristram. The only way to get further into the story is to continue down. Got your D2 character halfway to level 27. Just grinding 30 before it can attract First off, oops, no, down here.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Ugh, it's gonna cost me so much. Ooh. Fuck yeah, that was worth it. Alright, so we got 10 points to distribute. I was also reading about that in detail. Now I know that I don't have to struggle. I need to save and exit and go back. Oh, cool. So I am looking up because the difficulty, although it is normal, based on the way the game is built, as I was saying earlier, which you missed. I do know him, but I don't know him. He voiced Deckard Cain in all three Diablo games that Deckard Cain appeared. I know he was a prolific voice actor, and I saw an interview with him when D3 was getting ready to drop. No. That can't be right. Because I know the voice in 3, the guy they interviewed was not Sean Connery. But I can see why people would think that. So maybe they changed voice actors, but I don't think so. Highly versatile creature, great. Just want to know where I want to stick my points. High dex, max max damage, hit chance, and offense. Run and gun. Yeah. High armor, bows. So. Good enough. I don't know. Yes, I can. I tried to turn it down in the main menu earlier. There we go. They lied. Well, it does. I can see why people thought that or would think that. But, Michael, yeah. Okay. They got Patrick Stewart for Oblivion, so I didn't completely reject. Hey, man. Like I said, is not surprising. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. I need to get that repaired. For certain. Oh, I have a cloak. Armor 7. Armor 5. Need to get that repaired too. I do not like the fact, and this is how spoiled I've gotten as a gamer. So I don't like having to run all over the place to sell my wares at different vendors.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
And she'll buy that once well, I could technically sell it now. I'd get more for it once it's identified, but I can go stick it in storage for the time being.
Whoa, what can I do for you? Whoa, what can I do for you?
Okay.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Entirely sure. What the search scroll does, because if I remember correctly. Okay, so the walking speed in this is different because I have it modded so that I can use my controller. And one of the things that came with the mod was higher walking speed. Along with... So, oh boy. To get a full explanation, you should just go back and watch the very beginning of the stream where I was talking about these things. But this mod basically tweaked a few things, including opening up for modern controller usage, which is why I got it. Adding into that, what else this mod does is up the walking speed in town, and gave us 2 unimplemented classes that were in the code, as well as the storage, or that might have come with Hellfire, I'm not entirely certain, and a couple of other tweaks that I haven't really run into yet, I think. So the Hellfire edition of the original Diablo is its own expansion. It was a really controversial isn't really the right word, but we'll use it because there was a lot of mixed reviews and a lot of conflict between just disagreement conflict, not like, oh my god, conflict, but about the content of it, because it was handed off to a different studio who tossed out all the Diablo shit. But so yeah, in ways, I mean, I have never completed this game, at least on my own. I've told the story before. I ended up dying during the Battle of Diablo. My ex-husband killed him, and I have not come back to play it until now. So, you tweak D2 to give you unlimited respecs. The game didn't make it clear that I only had a single respec per difficulty level, so I used it at the start of the game without thinking about it. A warning would have been nice. Yeah. So. Save the game, because this does not auto-save. Which is another thing I've gotten used to as a, you know, more modern gamer. Now we did not finish. I wonder if that piece of I don't really care about it all that much. We need to finish the level, clearing the level before we go down. Really? There we go. And you notice there's really not much in the way of music in the dungeon. It's very low. In town, it was super intense, though. Oh, was that it? Just this little room here? Oh, fucker actually hit me. Oh, I was gonna go. I remember what I was gonna go do. I meant to go back to Adria and see about getting a town portal. Scrolls. And there it is. So. Bad if I got poisoned though. To go back up, I'm gonna need those fucking portal scrolls, because this is. I should go check on Wordproof Me. I'm sure nothing's happening, no texting, but I want to make sure. Sure.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
What ails you, my friend?
Gonna go talk to Adria.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
we have definitely... We've cleared the level. Time to go downstairs. Oh, and there's our down, too. Okay. Good to know. Burning dead. Anybody else? No. Okay. You're back. No big issues. Time to check. I'll have to check one more time. About a half hour. Makes sense. Come on. There we go. Salvation comes at the cost of wisdom. This game. Ah! Why can't I move? I can level up again. That's good. Gives me such anxiety. And not necessarily in a bad way. What I like about this one is I can shoot through these iron grated walls. And that's something that I really feel like they took away in a lot of more modern games. And I know it's because the graphics are different and the whole rendering thing is different. I know. But I kind of miss the times where I could. Come on. It's not perfect by any means, but at least I can. Was it this game that defined pew pew? You know what? I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Ow. Light. I mean, they did such a good job with this. Pew, pew. I love it. Ocean full here. I did have to do some button remapping. I took. Oh, fuck. I hate that. I was half afraid I was going to have to dig out my old 360 controllers. Not that I wouldn't mind. I've got some really nice ones that I'm glad I have. I have a Fable one and a Tomb Raider one and a couple of others. I wouldn't have minded pulling them out, but buttons aren't exactly the same. Oh, that was something else I did. In the original, I don't believe it would tell you, like, this one's got extra armor. Had that little icon, the little shield icon next to it. That I don't believe was part of the original. And I don't believe that was a Hellfire edition. I'm pretty sure that comes from the mod. Hey, look.
Now, where would I put this? I can't cast that here.
this one, I was really excited when I saw that I had a storage option. I didn't have to drop shit on the ground before I went.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
They also, things got added to it, I'm pretty sure, by Hellfire that included oils, runes, that were not in the first one. Damn. I was hoping for a Book of Town Portal. Because a Book of Town Portal holds 10 scrolls. Same with a Book of Identify.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
High durability. I mean, I don't have that much, but... Hunter's Bow of Zest, +8.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Top up.
What
real
ails you, my
quick.
friend?
Good. When this first came out, I had a friend who kept trying to get me to play it. I wasn't interested. At the time, I wanted more of an RPG or a straight arcade. Yeah. So this was a huge deal when it came out, in the sense that it was so different than most everything else that we'd been handed. And if I also remember correctly, it really didn't... It was really kind of a sleeper. Because I remember playing it on the PlayStation when it first came out, or somewhere thereabouts. But yeah, I wasn't as interested in it in the beginning either, because I wanted more of a straight up RPG. But then, of course, you know, they delivered with Diablo 2. And then WoW became a thing. Oh, there's the butcher. Damn it. 2 orc peeps. Okay. Damn it. foam up barrels. Right, I can undo traps. I forgot about that. False alarm. Rune of fire. I leveled up, that's right. Okay, so that's it. So I am going to this game. There's so much nostalgia. I love it and I hate it all at the same time. Because there's so many things that I want that are only modern. I really would love to see them redo this. Come on. talk to her.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Too far. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen. Well, what can I do for you?
Quilt farmer. Sell that off to Adria. You like this one more than the ones in D2?
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I don't know what those runes do yet. That knowing, I don't really want to get rid of them.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Quilted armor only gave me +2.
Fresh meat.
I'm gonna die. There I go. It actually reminds me a bit of the Grim Dawn atmosphere. And that was the original butcher. Then the guy that I run from in D4. I know the butcher appears again in 3. I do not remember if he appears in 2.
have no room. I can't cast that here.
Now where would I put this?
I can't cast that here.
Through the door. Thank you. I don't fucking fall. I didn't save when I should have. That's okay.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Well, what can I do for you?
Now, I wonder if those runes can be used on like normal items. Let me look that quick. 'Cause I've never never seen that before. Runes are unique, single-use trap items. Okay. Well, that could definitely be useful for going up against the butcher. Fuck. If I can get my hands on him again.
Well, what can I do for you? Hello, what can I do for you?
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Got some more armor.
Good day. How may I serve you?
What ails you, my friend?
Nothing now. Okay. Good. Good. Let's try this again. Without the die. I would really love for them to redo this one. It would be very interesting to see what it would look like in today's graphics. Okay, so we've been all the way up there. So I went over here. Man, I remember a couple of years ago now, caught a fat mid-flight bare hand. Unintentionally ended up needing rabies shots. Not a good time. Damn it. The monsters don't kill me. The blow-up barrels will. Ha! I remember this time. I'm a little surprised it's only at one. Here's my room of fire.
I can't cast that here.
get healed.
What ails you, my friend?
Good day. How may I serve you?
Well, what can I do for you? Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Good day. How may I serve you?
I wonder if I can get. I wonder if she's got some extra runes. Because, tell you what. I think that's gonna be my big save point if
Good day. How may I serve you?
against the butcher. Or any of them really.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Shit.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
So I wonder if it's gonna be this. Yeah. I was wondering. So I remember when I identified it last time, it went from being more than a gold to less than a gold, to a single gold to be sold because it was weak ass bitch. But I wondered if it was possible it would, you know, whatever. It's fine.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
We've got 2 runes now.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Well, what can I do for you? Well, what can I do for you? Well, what can I do for you?
Good day. How may I serve you?
Okay.
I can't cast that here.
Not sure how to do this now. That first.
Fresh meat.
Ah! I'm gonna die. There we go. Fuck. Okay, so we're gonna quit real quick. That's not what I meant to do. And now we're gonna have a problem. I gotta quit and come back. Sorry. Because that's not what I meant to do.